Does Billboard know what real female hip hop is all about? Welcome back to the Kenyon Long Show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, fam, and make sure you drop them comments. Of course, man, you already know this is where you get your hip hop. Sometimes your R&B, man. And I'm outside. I'm outside, man. So, Coachella last week, fam. So, I was all over the place, fam. So, shout out to everybody at Coachella week 1. Did the thing, man. We're gonna talk about that a little later. But Billboard dropped this list while I was out of town, and they did the top 25 female rappers of all time. Now, I couldn't find this article because I forgot you had to have like a membership to Billboard, and I don't do that. I ain't had a membership since I was at the record label. So we're gonna go to Streets 945. Shout out to Streets, man, Shorty. All them, man. They got a list. So I didn't want to just pull up. GPT pulled it up, but I didn't just want to just pull it up. So let's just go through the list real quick. Let me get to the bottom of the list first. Go to the bottom of the list, man. We got Tierra Whack at 25. Doechii, this is of all time. Of all time? All right, we'll get to it. Gangsta Boo, 23. We got Lady of Rage. And let me pop myself in here. I didn't even pop myself in here. There we go. We got Lady of... Oh, let me move myself out the way. Sorry, young jock. We got Lady of Rage at 22. Glorilla at 21. Moni Love. Love some Moni Love, man. I was in love with her, boy. I was in love with Moni Love. I probably still am. Latto, right? Because Moni Love, man, the fact is that she was rapping and I didn't know she was British until like she started talking, like doing interviews. I was like, wait a minute, she's British? So it's like two rappers from New York that was from England. Moni Love, Slick Rick. We got Latto at 19. This list is already crazy. Remy Ma at 18. North Carolina's own Rhapsody. Shouts out to Snow Hill, which is the one thing I never said. Snow Hill. But shouts out to Snow Hill, baby. Rhapsody, man. You know, we on the list for females. I like that, man. Doja Cat, number 16. Number 15, Megan Thee Stallion. Number 14, Left Eye. Number 13, Trina. Number 12, The Brat. Number 11, Cardi B. Number 10, Foxy Brown. Number 9, Eve. Number 8, Roxanne Shante. Number 7, Salt and Pepper, just as a group itself. They just like, you know what? We're going to put the whole group in there. Which usually you don't do when you have a list. But I don't know. I guess they didn't want to separate them. Number 6, MC Light. Number 5, Queen Latifah. Number 4, Lil' Kim. Number 2, Missy. And number 1, Nicki Minaj. That is your Billboard greatest female rappers of all time. The Mount Rushmore would be Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, and Lil' Kim. You know, this list is it's interesting. It's interesting. It's like, where do I want to go? Where I want to go with this? The bottom of the list, Tierra Whack. I've heard some music. Some of these rappers are too new. How about that? Some of these rappers are too new to be on the list. Some of these rappers need to be on the hottest, newest female rapper list. Like, if you got one album, one EP, two EPs, one album, you still ain't worthy enough to be even at a top 25. You're still not worthy enough. Like, that's crazy. You just, like, you feel like they're not going to drop no more projects or something? And what's the criteria? Like, is it just, I forgot they mentioned the criteria, but it's like impact. But I'm just like, I don't like Tierra Whack on here. I don't like Doechii. So maybe they did it for clickbait to try to add it in the algorithm for SEO purposes. Cause it's like, you ain't got Doechii just dropped the mixtape. She didn't even drop the album yet. She didn't even drop the album. That's a mixtape. And she's on a list already. That's she should only be newest rapper list. So I don't like the fact that Doechie's on there. I don't like the fact that Tierra Whack is on there. I like Tierra Whack. I heard a couple of tracks from her. Gangsta Boo at 23. That's a little too. That's a little too low. That's a little too low, man. Is Gangsta Boo above Lady of Rage? I would say that. I would put Gangsta Boo above Lady of Rage. Moni Love, Glorilla at 21. Glorilla don't need to be on this list either. So I would take off Glorilla, Tierra Whack, and Doechii because they too new. They don't need to be on the list. And Latto. Sorry, Latto need to be off the list. All right, we talking about greatest of all time. When we talking GOAT talk, they need to be off the list. When it comes to Remy Ma, Remy Ma at 18, Rhapsody at 17. Having Rhapsody and Remy Ma below Doja Cat. Rhapsody won a Grammy, but Doja Cat got a lot of, I don't know what you call Doja Cat. I feel like Doja Cat is more pop to me. You know what I mean? I don't feel like she's just like straight up rap. She's rapping sometimes. A lot of times she's singing. I feel like she raps like 25% of the time, you know? But, I reacted on Dirty College Radio, the rapper Rewind, that, Doja had a dope freestyle in the car. So I guess I would still put Doja Cat, but I just don't see Doja as a rapper, though. I don't. Meg Thee Stallion don't need to be on this list either. She too new. She don't need to be on this list. So, again, they need to remove Meg Thee Stallion, remove Latto, remove Doechii, Tierra Whack. They just too new. They ain't got enough body of work. And I know Lauryn Hill only had an album, 2 albums basically. I get it, but that's El Boogie, all right? She already had the Fugees album, so she put out a couple of projects for the Fugees, so we already had enough rhymes from Lauryn Hill and songs. So, that was just solo Lauryn Hill. So, Left Eye below Trina, I feel like Remy Ma would have to be above Left Eye. Left Eye did some dope music. She, of course, with TLC. I don't think that project ever came out with Death Row. I don't remember, but I don't know if it came out or not. But I would say, yeah. Let's keep it moving. Da Brat, I like Da Brat higher than Trina. You know what I mean? Cardi B don't need to be on this list. I'm sorry. She don't need to be on this list. She don't. She too new still. She only got one album. She ain't even got, she don't even have a memorable mixtape. So Cardi B don't need to be on this list either. Sorry, Cardi, but you don't need to be on this list. Foxy Brown above Da Brat. Just for my lyrical purposes, I'd take that. Eve above Foxy Brown. I'd take that. I have no problem with Eve being above Foxy Brown. Eve dropped, she was just a pit bull in the skirt. So I like Eve being there at number 9. Roxanne Shante, she's the OG. Of course, she really set it off for women's hip hop. So Roxanne Shante at 8. Salt and Pepper as a group, number 7. That's fine. You don't want to split them up. I can't really say who's the better MC. They both were spitting, so I'll put Salt and Pepper there. That's fine. You don't put them in as a group. That's all good, bro. That's all good. All right, moving on. Queen Latifah, number 5. And let's really, this is, now we're talking about top tier here. All right, this is really, I think they got it right. We're here, like MC Lyte, number 6. Ah, man. I may put it, it's tough. MC Lyte, I feel like Queen Latifah had more impact than MC Lyte. But MC Lyte, still, she's doing like the voiceover for the Oscars and all that, a lot of award shows. But Queen Latifah was the first one. Man, I feel like we talking about Queen Latifah and MC Lyte, it's like talking about like almost like Jay-Z and Nas. Like, even though Queen Latifah is more socially conscious, I don't know. I feel like MC Light is more like Nas. Queen Latifah is like a mix of Nas and Jay-Z. So you could flip flop them. But the fact that Queen Latifah started acting and everything and Flavor Unit, I'm gonna say Queen Latifah. That's fine. That's fine. Little Kim, she came through hardcore. That album cover. I remember that album cover, man. I was like, if I buy this CD, I got to hide it from my mama. It was just crazy, man. I just never seen a CD like that. But so Little Kim, number 4. Lauryn Hill, number 3. That's tough, man. I might want to swap Little Kim and Lauryn Hill, to be honest with you, just because Little Kim had more projects. Although, I guess the second one, I guess they about the same though, right? So I do Little Kim. I guess that's fine. Missy at number 2. We already know the dope Missy Elliott. We're gonna talk about her Coachella set. We're actually gonna check a look at that. So I already got it queued up. And then Nicki Minaj, man, number 1. I ain't got no problems with that. Nicki Minaj, she was spitting. I seen her when she was on mixtape DVDs. You know what I mean? And to where the point is when she got to now. And so, she's had bangers. She's had pop joints. She's had a lot, man. So, I think Nicki Minaj is number 1. She broke records, all right, as a female artist, like bars, of course, for me, bars, pop, so she did it all. She did it all, man. And she's taking a long hiatus, though. Nicki do need to come back. So those were the Billboard top female rappers of all time. You let me know which one you like or you think who should be where. I definitely put the Brat above Cardi B. I definitely put the Brat above. Would I put her above Foxy? I wouldn't put her above Foxy Brown though. Yeah, I would not put Brat above, but I put her above Cardi B because Cardi B don't need to be there. Moving on, man. At Coachella last week, Missy was at Coachella.